Good morning, my dear students. In today's class, we'll be doing combination of resistors. All right. Resistors, as you already know, it is something which obstructs the flow of current in a circuit. So it is basically used to limit the flow of current in a circuit. Okay. Now, resistors can be combined according to the need of the circuit. Okay, it may be raised to a high value or it may be reduced to a lower value by combining it in various patterns. Okay, the various types of combination of resistors are as follows. First, you can combine the resistors in series. That means end to end, one after the other. So this is R1, this is R2, you have joined them together one after the other, so the total resistance will be now increased. So series combination is used to increase the value of resistance. Alright, second one is in parallel. This is how you connect the resistances in parallel, like this, R1 and R2. Okay, now in doing so, you will find out that later in the formula that the total value of the resistance will be lesser than the least value connected in the combination. Okay, and the third one, both in series and parallel. That means you can just combine R1, one more resistance R2, and with R2 you may combine one more R3. So this is a mixed combination of series and parallel. This is how the different types of connection can be done using various resistors. Okay, so let's begin with combination of resistors in series. Now series, as I told you, it is connection of resistors one after the other like this. So I'll be taking basically three resistors, R1, R2 and R3. Okay, let a current I be flowing through the circuit, of course connected to a battery and all. Okay, now one thing you should keep in mind, two things you should keep in mind regarding the combination of resistors in series. The first thing is that current through each resistors remains the same. So if a current of 5 ampere flows through R1, same current will be flowing through R2. That means current flowing through R2 will also be equal to 5 ampere, and through R3 also it will be equal to 5 ampere. Okay, that means current will be the same, but the potential difference across each resistor will be divided according to the value of resistance. So if the supply is 5 volt, these three will not be getting 5 volt. These three will be getting different voltages because this 5 volt is getting divided into the three different resistors according to the value of the resistances. So in series, two things, current remains the same, and the second one, PD gets divided. Okay, this is what happens to the current and the potential difference or the voltage in combination of resistors in series. Alright, now as I told you, the total current through this circuit, let it be I. Okay, and let V1 be the PD across R1, V2 be the PD, that is potential difference across R2, and V3 be the potential difference across R3. So we are just dividing the circuit into three parts, okay, containing R1, R2 and R3. Potential difference here is V1, potential difference here is V2, and potential difference there is V3. Okay, now according to Ohm's law, you know V is equal to IR, isn't it? Now since this voltage or potential difference is getting divided, it will be like this, I into R1. Because I does not get divided, so same I through each resistance, but the product of I and R will be different in each case. That means V1 will be equal to IR1, V2 will be equal to IR2, and V3 will be equal to IR3. Alright, but if there is a supply of V volt, it is the EMF of this supply that has got divided, isn't it? That means the total EMF, that is V, which is coming from the cell, will be equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Now V is nothing but current multiplied by the total resistance, that is equivalent resistance in series, IRS. RS is the total combined resistance here, alright. RS is equal to, we know V1 is equal to IR1, V2 is equal to IR2 and V3 is equal to IR3. Now taking I common on the right hand side, we can write IR1 plus R2 plus R3. On the left hand side we have I into RS, we can cancel I. So we will be getting the final expression for the equivalent resistance in series. When you combine the resistors in series, the equivalent resistors will be simply the sum of the individual resistance, R1 plus R2 plus R3. So this is the formula which you should remember for the series combination of resistors. Okay, let us quickly now move on to the parallel combination. Parallel combination. Say we have three resistors. Resistor is the element and resistance is the value of the element. Okay, suppose it is connected to a supply V, R1, R2, R3. See, there is one common terminal for all the three resistors. Okay, so that this is why it is called parallel combination. Now here, like I had told you 2 points regarding the potential difference and the current in series. In parallel also you have to keep 2 points. Number one, current. It was the same in the previous case, but here current gets divided according to the value of resistance. So if a current of I flows through the main supply, then this I coming to this point will be divided into I1, I2, it will be branching out, I3, they will be going out like this. Again they will combine, I1, I2, I3 will be combining to give you a total current I. But within the combination the current gets divided, alright. And the second point, potential difference across each resistor remains the same. So whatever is the supply, say if it is 5 volt, 5 volt will be across R1, R2 and R3. So PD is the same. Alright. So with this, let's proceed to find an expression for equivalent resistance when you combine them in parallel. You know voltage gets divided, so the total, the current gets divided, so the total current I will be divided into I1 plus I2 plus I3. Now again applying Ohm's law, I'll write it here, Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, or I will be equal to V divided by R. We will apply it here. Now in this case the left hand side V by R in parallel, okay, because the total resistance will be an effective resistance with the help of combination of these three resistances, is equal to V by R1. This I1 will be V by the resistance R1 plus V by R2 plus V by R3. Now like in the previous case, V is common. So V by Rp is equal to V 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So 1 by Rp, the equivalent resistance, we do not get a direct formula for parallel, we get the reciprocal of the combination. 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. That's it. Now you have got two formula. One was for the series combination where the total resistance will be simply the sum of the individual resistances, and here the reciprocal will be equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Okay, you have to note these two formula. Alright, now With the help of these formula, let us proceed to solve a few numericals based on ICSE. Okay, I'll be beginning with ICSE 2020, which was asked this year. Okay, in ICSE 2020, the diagram was given like this. Okay, and one more. Now if you notice it carefully, it is nothing but a mixed combination of series and parallel. The two terminals are given to be A and B, and the values are 3 ohm here. Ohm is the unit of resistance, SI unit, you must be knowing it, and here the value of resistance is 5 ohm. Alright, now how are you going to solve? The question is, calculate the total resistance across AB. That means you have to calculate the equivalent resistance for this entire combination. Now you have got 3 values, you are supposed to come down to one value. Alright, to come down to one value, you are not going to pick up one value and write it as the answer, you have to solve it, isn't it? Now to solve it, if you look at this portion, forget that one, if you look at this portion, it looks like a parallel combination. Sorry, this is not 4 ohm, this is 6 ohm. If you look at this combination, it looks like a parallel combination. The two ends are coming as a common terminal towards A, isn't it? Now, we can go for the formula 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1, 1 by R2. I am just solving for this part of the diagram. Alright, now we are concerned about this Rp now, okay? So, is equal to 1 by R1 is 3, R2 is 6. If you take LCM, 3, 6, LCM is 6, 2 times plus 1. So, this is my 1 by Rp. Please be careful here, okay? Then 1 by Rp is equal to 2 plus 1, 3 by 6. You can cancel it. Now 1 by Rp is 1 by 2. Then what will be Rp equal to? We are not concerned with 1 by Rp, we are concerned with Rp, right? So Rp will be just the reciprocal of this value, that means it will be equal to 2 ohm. Okay, now we have got a single value for these two. Alright, so equivalent diagram can be drawn. Instead of drawing these two, we can now, since we have calculated a single value, we can write it as 2 ohm. This was A and this is B and this was 5 ohm. Now it's very simple, it is just a series combination of 2 ohm and 5 ohm. So the final value will be equal to 2 plus 5 is equal to 7 ohm. That is how you solve these numericals based on combination of resistors. Okay. So this was ICSE 2020. Let me take you to ICSE 2019, where the question figure is like this. Same, calculate the equivalent resistance across AB. Looks strange, but it is very simple. This is A, this is B. The values, let me tell you, 8 ohm, 5, 4, 3. This is 5 ohm, this is 4 ohm, and this is 3 ohm. Okay. Now, how are you going to proceed to solve for a diagram which has got 4 resistances and you are supposed to come down to one value, isn't it? Now, if you look at this part of the figure, if you just stretch the wire, they are just series combination of 5 and 4 ohm. So let me proceed to this part of the diagram. It is just the series combination. So I will just write RS1 for this side is equal to 5 plus 4 ohm, that is equal to 9 ohm. Okay. Now with this 9 ohm on top, I can draw one simple diagram. This is 8 ohm. Okay, with this we have 3 ohm and on top of 3 ohm, these two combinedly the value is equal to 9 ohm. This is B and this is A. Now we can proceed with this side of the diagram. Looks like they are in parallel. So I will write RP 1 by RP is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, 1 by 9 plus 1 by 3. Again following the same process, take LCM. LCM is 9, 1 plus 3, 4 by 9. Okay, this is 1 by RP. So RP will be equal to 9 by 4 ohm. You can find the answer in decimal or leave it like this. Okay, now this 9 by 4 ohm, that is this entire combination, is in series with this 8 ohm. So what will be the total resistance at the end? RS2, because this combination and this are in series. RS2 can be written as 8 plus 9 by 4. Then you can do your calculation and at the end your answer should be 10.25 ohm. Okay, so this is your answer to the question asked in ICSE 2019. Okay, these questions are asked for just 2 marks. I will be dealing with a bigger question asked in usually in section B. Again same year, ICSE 2019. Okay, the diagram is like this. There is a key. Okay, it's like a switch which will either put on or off the circuit, like this. Then you have a supply, a battery connected. Okay, the values are 2 ohm, 3, 5 ohm. Supply is of 3.3 volt, and in addition to this it has got an internal resistance of 0.5 ohm. Now this value of resistance may be small, which is already present inside the cell, and it is called the internal resistance of the cell, which cannot be neglected while you solve the numericals. If the value is given, you have to take this into consideration. Okay, now in the diagram, I'll just read out the question to you. In the diagram, with the key open, that means this key is open, that means there is no supply to this part of the circuit, the upper part. Okay, calculate. There are 4 parts to it. Number 1, the resistance of the circuit when the key is open. Now when this key is open, that means the switch is off. There is no current flowing to this part of the circuit. Okay, that means this part of the circuit does not have any significance. It does not contribute anything to the circuit. So the only resistance that is present in the circuit when the key is open is this 5 ohm. Okay, so what is the total resistance of this one? That is the question, right? Now this 5 ohm, since this is gone, now this will become one line, and this also will be in series with this 5 ohm. So the total resistance when K is open is equal to, now this part is gone, 5 plus 0.5. 5 ohm plus 0.5 ohm, that is equal to 5.5 ohm. Okay, this is your answer to part 1. Second part, the current drawn from the cell when the key is open. Again same situation, key is open, forget this part, come to only this portion. Now the current, second part, current when K is open. The formula for current from Ohm's law is current is equal to EMF of the cell or voltage. So I will just write EMF of the cell divided by the total resistance. Okay. EMF of the cell, I'll come to this side of the board, EMF of the cell is 3.3 divided by the total resistance of the cell, or the total resistance of this entire circuit was 5 plus 0.5, that is equal to 5.5, and the answer to part 2 is 0.6 ampere. So when you open this key, the total current flowing through this circuit is 0.6 ampere. Okay, coming to the third part, the resistance of the circuit when the key is closed. Now you have to put the switch on. So I will be drawing the diagram. Now with the key closed here, the current will start flowing through this part of the circuit as well. Okay, now you can see this 2 and 3, now they have come in series. So RS1 will be equal to 2 plus 3, that is equal to 5 ohm. Now we have got an addition to the resistance which we already had, 5 and 0.5, and this 5 ohm is in parallel with this another 5 ohm. So Rp, or I can use the formula 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5 again, because these two are 5 and these two are in parallel with this one. 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5, it just becomes Rp is equal to 5 by 2, that is nothing but 2.5 ohm. Okay, now we have got the resistance for this part of the circuit, that is equal to 2.5 ohm, and it is in series with this 0.5 ohm as well. So the total resistance when the key is closed is 2.5 plus 0.5 ohm, that is equal to 3 ohm. That is your answer to part 3. Okay, then number 4, the last one, the current drawn from the cell when the key is closed. Now once you have calculated the total resistance, that is 3 ohm, you can easily calculate the current drawn from the cell. Part 4, current when the key is closed, that is I, you know it is equal to EMF divided by total resistance. The EMF of the cell was 3.3 and the total resistance that we had just calculated when the key was closed was equal to 3 ohm. Now 3.3 divided by 3 is nothing but 1.1 and the unit of current will be ampere. Now when you solve the numericals, you have to be careful with the units. All the units have to be stated in SI system, and if you don't put any units, you will not be awarded any marks. Okay. With this, we have come to the end of this class, and thank you for your attention, and try solving these numericals at home.